Hello and welcome to First Coast Living. I'm Jordan Wilkerson.
And I'm Mike Prangley. With Thanksgiving around the corner, people are getting their menus together and making plans to spend time with the people they love.
I know, but I caught up with a historian who says a trip to the birthplace of Thanksgiving may be a fun way to spend the holiday.
Jordan, this is the 400th anniversary of the printing of the Mayflower Compact. So a year and a half after it was signed aboard Mayflower, the Pilgrims wanted it published in London. And it's the beginning of our nation's constitutional practice, commitment to civility, safe transfer of power, respect for law. We can learn a lot by looking backward.
Definitely, definitely. So how is the first Thanksgiving at Plymouth emotionally America's first Thanksgiving, even though there were ancient Native American Thanksgivings and Thanksgiving rituals in other colonies?
Well, the wonderful thing about the history of our national holiday is that it's always transforming. So though the practice begins in New England, and it's the New England tradition that influences the creation of the national holiday, all of these other holidays and ceremonies coming to light just show the diversity and commitment to giving thanks and gratitude on the part of our nation.
Yeah, and I'm just looking at some of those images there. It's really cool to kind of get a feel back in the day. Obviously, that's a recreation, but just really, really cool to actually kind of put yourself back there and see what that was like. And how is our turkey and pumpkin pie different than the Pilgrims and the Pocanokets? I'm hoping I'm saying that right, the way that they experienced their turkeys and pumpkins. You are. Okay, great.
Well, I think that Pilgrims would be quite shocked by the size of farmed raised turkeys, but they probably love them. So we have roasted stuffed turkeys with pumpkin pie at table, and that just isn't possible 400 years ago. The turkey was wildfowl. It was boiled because spit roasting demands a lot of labor. And after being carved, the turkey is then covered with a savory onion sauce. In early Plymouth, no wheat, no possibility of pie. So that pumpkin was cubed, boiled very slowly with a little bit of butter and seasoning. And that is the oldest recipe in our nation. It's called the ancient standing dish of New England because it was so common. Pumpkins kept those people alive.
Wow, I'm gonna have to look that up. That's so fascinating. Okay, so if we want to come out to Plymouth, what are some things that we can do or look forward to doing?
One of the best ways to find out about our town is visiting the website seeplymouth.com, and that will give you an introduction to the region, but there is so much here. And I look forward to the week of Thanksgiving because it's America's hometown Thanksgiving parade, decades old now, and it is a celebration of 400 years of history with bands and floats. It's beautiful. That entire week leading up to the holiday here in town is just joyous.
I'm sure it is, and it is absolutely beautiful where you are. So thank you so much for talking to us today.
Thank you, Jordan. Happy Thanksgiving.
And happy Thanksgiving to you. And if you'd like to see this segment again, just head to our website, firstcoastliving.net.